A very good morning to everyone. Yes, another week on, we're back, and it's the last Friday before we break up for half term. Now, I'm hoping everybody has a lovely half term, filled with time together, filled with time of doing something maybe locally that you've never done before. Wondering if you've climbed all the way up to Ilkley Moor? Maybe a new challenge for you for the coming week. Now, on Sunday is a very special day. And some of you might know which day it is already. Sunday, the 14th of February, is known as St. Valentine's Day. Now, there's many stories around why St. Valentine's Day is the day it is, but it's a day that we generally see lots of cards, lots of flowers, boxes of chocolates. It's a day when people share their love with each other. It's a day when people show how much they appreciate each other. It's a day about being together, or if you're apart, making sure that somebody knows that you're there and you're thinking about them. So that's why often a letter or a card is sent. Now, one of the stories, or one of the ways that we remember it, is it's named after a particular saint, Saint Valentine. Saint Valentine was a priest many, many years ago, even before Jesus was born. And at that time, the emperor of Rome, because that's where St. Valentine's lived, decided that his best army of men were men that weren't married, that they didn't have a wife and they couldn't have one because it made them not such a good soldier. So he banned it. He banned marrying. So Valentine thought that this was so wrong. How could this happen? And so he was marrying people secretly. The emperor heard about it and thought this is no good and threw St. Valentine's into jail, where, while in jail, he fell in love with the jailer's daughter. So he then got sent to death. He had to go and he was going to be put to death because he was marrying people. So as he was about to do that, he scribbled a note of his undying love for this lady that he'd fallen in love with. And that was apparently the very first Valentine's letter showing his undying love for this lady. And that's one of the stories why we still celebrate Valentine's Day, where we send messages of our love. Now, I'm going to throw a little bit of a challenge out today for our Valentine's celebration. I'm wanting us to make a heart and fill it. I've got one here and I'm going to show you how I made it, and fill it with words that you can think of that show or would show somebody how much you like them, how much you care for them. Okay, so let's have a little think of how we do it. I'm going to show you here. So any piece of paper you've got, any, doesn't matter what. I've got this one because I found it in the cupboard. It's a nice pink. So fold it very carefully in half. So I've done that. Fold it in half. Make sure I get a nice foldy there. Okay, so it's like a card now. You see that? Now, on that card, with the foldy bit, I'm going to draw, I'll show you, and then very quickly, there. I've drawn half a heart. So it can be symmetrical. I've drawn half of it. The half is on the foldy bit. That's very important, otherwise it won't work. It's on the foldy bit. Now, once you've done that, we cut it out. Now I've got two pairs of scissors. I've got a normal pair, but I found these, so I'm going to try these, the zigzaggy ones. I think they look great fun, so I'm going to cut it out. Oh, it is good fun. You hear them? But plain scissors are absolutely fine. Right, there we go. So done that, I've cut out like that. Now the magic starts. Open it up and there's your heart. Okay, now as I say, fill it with words that mean something about love, or things that you could do to show somebody that you really care for them and you love them. Words I started to write on, I started to think simple things like laughing. I think if you can laugh together, that's really, really important. I think that's a great thing that you can do together, to laugh. If you really love somebody, you'll care for them, won't you? So we can care for them. Another one I thought of was respect them. You know, you're not going to be awful to them. You're going to respect things that they do and they say. Sometimes you might laugh at them because they're quite funny, and that's good. You might want to smile at them. That might show just how much. So you might want to give things, but I think one of the great ways of showing that you really, really love somebody is this one. I wonder if you've already thought about it. I bet you have. Share. You can share things with people, can't you? So your challenge to celebrate St. Valentine's Day on Sunday, try and make your heart. Try and make one out of anything you can. You might want to make loads and make like a paper chain of them across your window to celebrate St. Valentine's Day. Then once you've made it, you might want to give it to somebody very special. That somebody could be a mum, it could be a dad, it could be your grandparents, it could be a sister, it could be a brother, because we can all love each other. That's your challenge for this week. Now, thought we'd end by just saying a little prayer together. And it's one that I've used often when it's been a time when my leave us from school, or when somebody is about to leave, or something important is happening. So some of you might be familiar with it. If you are and you want to say Amen at the end, please do so. If you just want to listen to it and take the sentiment, that's entirely up to you as well. So let's say this. Don't walk before me, I may not follow. Don't walk behind me, I may not lead. Just walk beside me and be my friend. Amen. As I say, have a lovely half term, and I'm hoping to see everybody very soon. We'll keep listening to the news. We'll keep fingers crossed that this coronavirus is starting to come down and that people are getting vaccinated and safe from it. Fingers crossed. And I'm sending you this time my love for St. Valentine's Day. Take care.